billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Amma yatasaalun 'anil naba'il azim allazi hum fihi mukhtalifun. Kalla saya'lamuna thumma kalla saya'lamun. Alam naj'alil arda mihada wal jibala awtada wa khalaqnakum azwaja wa ja'alna nawmakum subata wa ja'alna al-layla libasa wa ja'alna an-nahara ma'asha wa banayna fawqakum sab'an shidada. Sadaqallahu al-aliyyul azim. Lecture number 14, 9th class, and we were in problems in the last session. Scientists were in problems. What was the problem? Because they started to classify animal and plants. They were thinking it is very simple. It is very simple to classify animal and plant, and they divided like you, like me, that what is the problem, yaar? Where is the science technical points, concepts you will use? It's very simple. Uneducated person can tell. Living things are two types. One is plants, and others are animals. And scientists were thinking that they will have a cup of tea and classification will finish. Now they knew that this is the world of animals, and this knowledge of sea level knowledge is required. Just like knowledge is being enhanced day by day, and different type of animal and the plants are so modified that there are some living things which did not come under definition, which even do not come, not even in the current life as well. They do not come under the definition of animals, they do not come under the definition of the plants. How you will adjust them? So lot of the work to be done. Fungi was the problem. Two kingdom. What was the issue? The two kingdom system of classification was incorrect, because two kingdom of system of classification of course adjusted multiple number of animals, multiple number of the plants, but they were unable to adjust three type of things. Number one, they were unable to adjust the prokaryotes. Prokaryotes were unable to adjust. What are the prokaryotes? Sir, leave prokaryotes. Why you are classifying if the classification of the prokaryotes are difficult? Why biologists did not leave that and they were in trouble? Reason, prokaryote, the examples of the prokaryote, the example of the who are the prokaryotes? The prokaryotes are the bacteria. If we will not study the bacteria, it means we are just putting the life of the human being, even the plants, in danger, because bacteria is a parasite who is causing 90% infections. So prokaryote study is indispensable. We have to study prokaryote. Second one, the living things which did not come under the definition of the plants and animals, those were fungi with specific characters, which I will tell you today or in the next session. One character I tell you, they have absorptive mode of nutrition. Did you see eating one human? Yeah, I should not say this thing, that he is secreting enzymes outside the body. We is secreting enzymes outside the body, mean enzymes are not being digesting the starch in your oral cavity. In the plate enzymes, he vomit, enzymes goes into plate, then enzymes mixed up in the food, digestion take place outside the body, extracellular digestion take place, and then suck without any sucking material like Pepsi or Coca-Cola nipple. No, just suck with force of inhalation, and food goes into the body. This is the absorptive mode of nutrition. Do you see such animals who are eating like that? Fungus eat like that. So you can say fungus is animal. Allah produced variety of animals and plants. That's why this is the biodiversity. Living things are the examples. Living things are scattered throughout the world and with unique characters. Look at the fungus. If you make any movie that one living thing is eating like that, secreting enzymes in the food, and food is becoming just like saliva outside the body, extracellular digestion being taking place, then inhalation, sucking the food by inhalation. Like you are moving the air inside and food will just jumping like football from plate to your body. You are amazing. This type of nutrition is called as which type of nutrition? I gave you in a very polite example. I told you very technical term, a very important term. With a very polite example, I told you absorptive mode of nutrition. I am talking about fungi. Absorptive mode of nutrition, the food which is digested outside, the food which is digested outside, and then inhale into the oral cavity, in the buccal cavity, oral cavity, inhale in the oral cavity at the buccal cavity, and that is the fungus. Fungus absorbs the digested food from the outside. It did not secrete the enzymes inside the body, it secretes the enzymes outside the body, and then it absorbs the digested food. So it means fungus do not consist of animal's character. Fungus do not consist of animal's character. Fungus do not consist of animal's character. So you got the idea. Two kingdom system of classification I was talking about. So I will tell you binomial nomenclature. Binomial nomenclature. Who produced the binomial nomenclature? You remember? I was teaching you binomial nomenclature. One is a genus. One is a genus. One is a genus and one is a species. One is a genus, one is a species. Do you know the name of the human being by using the name of the genus, name of the species? Yes, you know. Homo, H-O-M-O, Homo, and sapien, S-A-P-I-E-N. Clear? So, Carolus, yes. So, after solution of the problem of the classification, we will go to understand the naming once again, how the genus and the species are used in naming human beings. These are also very important because you know these human beings. You was talking Homo sapien, Rana tigrina, Brassica campestris, Oleum sipa, but I just want to tell you some other things which were required. Two kingdom system of classification I was talking. Two kingdom system of classification. So I was talking about the fungi. What was the problem in the fungi? Problem fungi is that fungal consists of cell wall. Fungi consist of cell wall. If the fungus consists of cell wall, so it resembles plant. Sir, this is very easy. Sir, keep the fungus in the plant group. Sir, this is fungi. You are talking that our classification is failed just because of fungus, because fungus is not adjusting in plants and animals. Sir, how you can say fungus is not being adjusted in the plants and animals? Sir, please adjust in the plants because it consists of cell wall. Oh, gentlemen, you are right. Fungus consists of cell wall and it technically it should go into the plants. But cell wall composed of chitin. Chitin. This word is very important here. C-H-I, I written, the full spelling is C-H-I-T-I-N. Chitin. C-H-I-T-I-N. T-I-N. T-I-N. Chitin. Full name. Chitin. Fungal cell wall composed of chitin. Sir, why chitin is important? Plant, you want to adjust the fungus in the plant group? Say yes. Clear? You want to adjust the fungus in the plant group? Why you want to adjust the fungus in the plant group? Because fungus cell wall present in plants, cell wall absent in animal. Very easy for us. Keep the fungus in the plants and finish this classification. We cannot, students. Composition of the cell wall is important. Just like this is a third umpire will come. This is a replay. Third umpire will tell our point is right or not. Third umpire is telling still it is not able to adjust in the plants. So what is the problem? Third umpire is telling something else. He is telling cell wall composition is chitin. So why not adjustable? Because plant cell wall composed of cellulose. Next chapter you are going to study cell wall in detail and you will say that the bacterial cell wall, the plant cell wall and the fungal cell wall, they are composed of different material. Bacterial cell wall I am not naming because you will study in the next sessions, but I am going to tell you fungal cell wall, the fungal cell wall composed of the chitin, C-H-I-T-I-N, the chitin, which is a complex carbohydrate mean polysaccharide. So if plant cell wall did not compose of the cellulose, fungal cell wall did not compose of the cellulose, how you will adjust the fungal cell wall in the you will adjust the fungal in the plant group? Fungi cannot be adjusted in the plant group. Of course, fungi cannot be adjusted in the plant group due to presence of chitin. So this was the main. Now you will ask, sir, any other thing which is telling present in the fungus, and they did not adjust in the plant group. I tell you, one is the mode of absorptive mode of nutrition. You are watching absorptive mode of nutrition. Absorptive mode of nutrition. What is the meaning of absorptive mode of nutrition? Absorptive mode of nutrition, I will tell you once again. I told in this lecture, you will secrete enzymes outside if you are fungus. Your enzymes which are secreted outside the body, these are enzymes are called extracellular enzymes. It means these enzymes, in spite of digesting in your oral cavity, you will study digestive system in which your enzymes in stomach, your enzymes in oral cavity, buccal cavity will digest the food, different type of the food like starch and protein. But fungi will secrete enzymes outside the body, mean in the food it will change the complex into simple molecule, mean digestion will take place outside the body. This digested food will be absorbed not by hand, by sucking power, or by air. Football is going from outside to inside by inhalation of the fungus. This is called absorptive. Absorb the food, digested food, mode of nutrition. Do you think this type of nutrition present in the plants or animal, any living thing? Nothing. There is no single living thing in this universe which is eating like that, like fungus. Because Allah Ta'ala told you, I can create the living things by the different styles, because I am the creator. So fungi is with the unique character. You are unable to adjust the fungi. You are unable to adjust the fungi in the two characters, not in the plants. So these two kingdom of system classification will not be valid. Another problem is also there. What is the problem? Prokaryotes. Who are the prokaryotes? The bacteria. Prokaryotes are the bacteria. So prokaryotes, first of all I will define with the prokaryotes and the eukaryote. First of all I will define prokaryotes. Prokaryotes have without well-defined nucleus. Well-defined nucleus, I will tell you. Well-defined nucleus is that in which nuclear membrane is present. I think I defined in the last chapters, but coming chapter is coming about the cell, in which I will clearly differentiate prokaryote and the eukaryote. And prokaryotes are without nuclear membrane. They are without nuclear. So prokaryote, two group of the animals. You can one is a prokaryote, one is a eukaryote. EUKARYOTE, eukaryote. Prokaryote, 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 eukaryote. Two different, one group, second group. This is simple, they are complex. This with nuclear, without nuclear membrane, this is with nuclear membrane. Understanding? Nuclear membrane mean in which DNA chromosome is present. You will study in the next chapter. You know, cell structure and function is the next chapter. Very important chapter, very long chapter. And that chapter, prokaryote, eukaryote, cell structure and function, I think that is almost 3 chapters lengthwise, 3 chapters in if we compare with other chapters, and most of the questions come from cell structure and function. So you must be ready for that chapter. Then coming circulatory system, then coming digestive system, then coming the cell divisions, so then coming the Krebs cycle, electron transport chain. So very many interesting topics are coming after this one. So what is happening? The prokaryote and the eukaryote. Prokaryote without nuclear membrane, eukaryote with nuclear membrane. And in that question from your side, sir, prokaryote, if without nucleus, if it is without nucleus, how they are alive? They should be killed. Your question is right, but I will say, who say without nucleus? I tell without nuclear membrane. Nuclear membrane mean nucleus is like that. Nuclear membrane is not present, but DNA and chromosome is present. Getting me? This is a okay, I give you by 2 diagrams. Yes, you are right, because when I will draw 2 diagrams, then you will be able to understand by right way. I should finish this one. Yes, I finished this one. Finish this one as well. Okay ji, come now again. 2 nucleus I am making now. One nucleus is this one, and one chromosome is inside nucleus. One chromosome is without nuclear membrane, not present. This is a prokaryote. DNA present, nuclear membrane is not present. This is eukaryote. DNA chromosome present, nuclear membrane also present. So who says without nucleus? Without nucleus you will write, that is wrong. You will say without nuclear membrane. DNA present, chromosome present, that's why it is living. So prokaryote. So in the modern classification problem, another problem of the 2 kingdom system of classification was that one was Euglena, I told you in the last session. One was the fungi detailed method I told you. Chitin cell wall composed of the chitin, absorptive mode of nutrition, and third one, what was the issue? What was the issue in the fungal? Absorptive mode of nutrition. Another fungi character also do not resemble the plants and animal, which I will discuss in the 5 kingdom system of classification. Now I tell you prokaryote and the eukaryote. The prokaryotes were also the main issues because they were not being classified into 2 kingdom system of classification. They did not come under the definition of the plants and animals, and the integral part of the prokaryotes are the bacteria. You cannot leave the bacteria, you cannot leave the cyanobacteria. If you will leave those bacteria, cyanobacteria, you will be in trouble because bacteria are causing infections to the human body. So now you are getting idea what were the hurdles in the classification. In next session I will tell you how these hurdles were removed and 2 kingdom system of classification were switched to 3 kingdom system of classification, then so on to 5 kingdom system of classification.